So today we started the day in New Zealand. We went to Kiev to meet Cooperative, which is, as you guys might have learned, a client of Spacebring. We then went back. We went to London, to Kent, and now we are going back to Ukraine, which I'm really looking forward to meet Helga, with whom we are going to talk about or learn about quick wins and low-hanging fruits, AI tools every co-working operator should implement in the next 90 days. Let's welcome Helga. Hello.
Hello, Pauline. Thank you
How
for this
are
wonderful presentation. Yeah,
Very.
and I'm really happy to be there. I watched a few presentations today, and yeah, I really love this presentation by Christina, a cooperative,
Yes.
and I watched the presentation by Carlos. He also talked about AI. So yeah, the event is going good so far.
Yeah, it's been very interesting, and we are really excited actually after Christine talked so much about, Spacebring and everything you guys have been helping them with since the war started. I think everyone is really excited to have you, and we're also really grateful to you for, your time and for putting together a presentation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you present. So I'm going to go off the stage, and then when you're done, I'll come back with some of the questions from the audience. Does that work?
Yes, sure,
Yeah?
totally.
All right, then I'll
Yeah,
let
thank
you
you so much.
present, and I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, I really thank everyone who joined my session. And my name is Helga Moreno, and I work for Spacebring. And Spacebring is a working space management software for superior member service. And today we will talk about AI, and particularly about 3 specific scenarios you face every day. So, and we will try to get rid of the manual work that you use during these scenarios. So at Spacebring, we really love data. We are data fans. So not so long ago, we chatted with 200 co-working space owners around the world, and we wanted to find out one thing. What is slowing you down, guys? And the answers were really surprising, because 60% of you said you're drowning in boring manual tasks every single day. It's unbelievable, because it's already 2026. So yeah, I can imagine you sit down to plan your strategy, and then the admin drop hits, and you start to fix billing glitches. You start booking rooms by hand instead of your members, and you answer the same email one for the millionth time. So by lunch, your strategy is still on the back burner, and instead you spend the whole morning playing receptionist at CEO prices. Yeah, so this reminds me of Tony Stark from Marvel's Iron Man movie. You have a big vision for a global empire, but right now you're fixing spreadsheets in a cave. You're building business with a box of scraps and share wheel. So it's like your Mark 1 stage of your life. But okay, it was just a joke, and now we will get back to serious talk. So here's the big number for you: 60% manual admin work, and that's what the average co-working operator is dealing with. And we call it the admin drop in our research. And it's a real black hole that consumes your energy, your money, and your time. So our goal today is to reduce this 60% to only 10%. And I want to show you how to build your own iron management suite, so you can actually focus on stuff that matters to you. In the end of the day, you didn't open a co-working space to babysit software. You wanted to build killer community. So let's get you this 50% of time back. Now, let's get one thing straight. I'm not, showing you these big numbers because I want to look cool. Although, of course, I want to look cool, but it's not the case right now. It's just your everyday reality, and the data backs it up. So I have a few examples of the cost of manual work for you. Please look at the founder space example. It's a co-working space in California. And before they went self-service, their team was glued to every single booking. And now 99% of the bookings subscriptions just happen. No humans required. So they kept control, but they just stopped playing traffic cop with their desks. Now, look at your own team. If you have 100 members, your admin spends 15 hours a week on chores. So they chase payments, they fix billing, they do other work. So that is 2 work days lost for nothing. Work peers stopped doing this and they got their time back. And what's even more impressive, their revenue grew by 700%. Yeah. So the conclusion is use fewer spreadsheets and you will grow more. Also, I want you to remember the 10-minute rule. While I'll be trying to explain you why the manual work is so expensive, Elite probably pinned 3 of your competitors. So your AI must jump on those messages right now. Otherwise, you're already on a second place. And this is not just about saving your time. It's about building a muscle you need to win in the modern co-working space industry. All right. Here, the question I get more often than Tony Stark gets his applause. Why not just use ChatGPT for my space? It's free, it's smart, and it can write me nice emails. Of course, you can do it, but the reality shows that in reality, ChatGPT is a chatbot, and what you actually want is a J.A.R.V.I.S. You know, the AI that runs the whole show. So using a generic AI, I would compare it to hiring a smart intern. It has pretty face, but knows nothing about your business. But using J.A.R.V.I.S is just another ball game. It's like having a co-pilot, co-worker, your teammate. It knows your system, your data. It knows everything. And you need accuracy, not just smooth talk. So if your AI can't pass a desk test, it's not an asset. It's really an accident waiting to happen. So it's not just my words. Don't believe my words. I have 2 cases for you. For example, this OpenClaw accident. It's a classic example of be careful of what you wish for. So the AI was given a goal, but no specific boundaries. And it was told to clean the inbox without being told how to value the information inside. So AI doesn't know what matters to us human. And without strict rules, AI will fix a problem by just destroying the system it was supposed to help. But I suggest you to run your own experiment. Just try to feed your favorite AI agent this script. Listen to me. I need to wash my car. The car wash is only 100 meters away, and there's serious traffic. Should I walk or go by car? I will let you just think for a moment. Yeah, just try it when you have time and you will see what your AI will say. So this happens if you use AI without your data. It looks cool, but it happens just for a moment. Then your AI starts to hallucinate and it ruins the member's day. If it has no data, it is like an Iron Man suit that cannot fly. Almost useless. Yeah. But enough with the scraps. It's time to leave our caves, and at Spacebring, we built something really incredible. It's the first AI agent for co-working spaces. And it actually lives inside your database, and it knows your desks, it knows your members, it knows your rules, and it doesn't guess, it just knows. I want to show you this video. Need to put off my earphones for you to have the sound. One moment.
Meet Lem, your new AI coworker that never sleeps. Ask Lem anything. Pull insights from your data across every location. Lem drafts your community feed posts. One click to promote your events, benefits, and products. Lem responds to member requests in seconds, even at night, and auto-assigns tickets to the right person. Lem is your AI coworker that never sleeps. Available in beta today.
So, guys, I hope you're impressed with our J.A.R.V.I.S that can become yours. So it's time to learn exactly what it can do for you, or to put it better, do instead of you. Let's imagine the situation, a common one. It's 8 p.m. in the evening, it's Tuesday, and maybe you're already at the gym, maybe you're relaxing with your family. But a new member shows up for their first late night session, and they can't find their digital key in the app, or they have forgotten which door the code opens. In a manual setup, that member ends up frustrated, waiting outside, and calling your personal cell phone. Suddenly, you find yourself stuck in your Iron Man suit all the time because you need to pick up the phone and fly to rescue. Your evening gets interrupted, unfortunately. If you use a generic support agent like Intercom's Fin or Zendesk, for example, it's much better than a manual setup, but still not perfect, because these agents are pretty good, but they don't know your app. They don't know anything about co-working, and you need to spend a lot of time training them. What's more, they are really expensive, because you can't just buy intercom Fin, to use it. You have to pay for the entire intercom system, and it's a heap of money. But what happens when Lem AI steps in as your J.A.R.V.I.S? Since it's built into Spacebring, it already has the keys to the kingdom. But please note that only those keys that you set up in your guides. It can solve this problem in 30 seconds. It just gives your member a step-by-step guide on how to open the door. And your phone stays quiet. And that's what I call a real 24/7 hospitality. Now, let's talk about your digital front door. Everyone wants to have a lively, active community feed that draws people. But honestly, that feed often stays empty because you're very busy running your business and not managing your social media. You might try using ChatGPT, of course. It writes well, but before it lacks context. So to get a decent post, you need to collect all the info for ChatGPT. Like you have to, if you want to promote your next workshop, you need to the speaker's bio, ticket price, date, room details, everything. And by the time you give the AI all that information, you can have written the post yourself. So you haven't saved time, you just shifted the work around. In contrast, Lem AI has native context. And when you want to promote an event, Lem already knows who is speaking, the ticket price, and how many seats are left. So instead of asking you for details, it provides them along with call to actions, which is really important. But that's not all. With one click, you can duplicate any of your successful event of your choice, and Lem will update the info for you. and put it in your calendar. Then Lem will write a feed post to promote it. Yeah, so this post will match your style. What's even more impressive, doesn't matter if you are like your brand is a professional executive or creative rebel, it will match it. So, and the best part is that you can promote not only your events, but your perks and your shop products. So you're boosting event RSVPs and your revenue, while your competitors still stuck, unsure what they are going to write. And you become the voice of your brand without getting slowed down by the blank page syndrome. Most co-working space owners I know have plenty of data and but not enough insight, and this is a big problem because they have a mountain of numbers but not enough time to figure what they really mean. And usually you end up with 3 options. First, there's a manual way all of us used in the past. So you spend hours in Excel, wrestling with pivot tables and CSV files. It's slow, it's tiring, and one small mistake can ruin your whole report. Second is more advanced way, so you can take your CSVs and Google Sheets in generic AI tool, upload those files. But here is a problem. Do you really want to send your members' private financial data to a third-party cloud? Besides the privacy risk, generic AI often makes mistakes with numbers, especially when it's a huge CSV, for example. And even if it's 2% off on your churn rate, your whole plan for next quarter could be wrong. And here is your third option. It's Lem AI chat. It works like a heads-up display in Tony Stark's Iron Man suit. You do not need to download files. You just ask Lem to show unpaid invoices, for example. Lem will list or chart whatever you asked him to do, and the data will appear right away. No math needed. Yeah, it will be in convenient format. Yeah. So Lem, the secret of Lem is that it works right where your data is. So there's no need to upload anything or make guesses. You just ask simple questions. You talk to a person. Ask Lem while you walk around. Lem, show the busiest day this month in a bar chart, or who has late bills. Lem makes charts for you instantly. It helps to see the problems even before they happen. So you get an expert help and you keep your data safe at the same time. And you stop guessing and start knowing. I don't want to live here with a feeling that you must do everything today and it's too complicated. So this is your 90-day plan, and you can, implement AI very gradually. It will help you take back your life step by step. Yeah. So month 1 is for peace. Now your phone and email are really busy and people continue messaging you, asking the same questions. So Lem AI will answer for you or instead of you. Yeah, it uses your guides, your current and past tickets, and it handles easy tasks. And it sends hard ones to your team, and what's important, to proper team members. Now you have an extra hour for deep work and for strategy. Month 2 is for community. It's hard to keep the newsfeed active and the event calendar full. You're not a writer, you're not a marketing person, and that's totally okay. You can use Lem AI to duplicate your best events. It fills your event calendar and it writes promotional posts for you. It promotes your shop products and member perks. and your members stay happy. And it's like, having an extra pair of hands, having a free marketing helper. Month three is for your profit. And as you are no longer busy with small fires, you can think big. So do not waste time on spreadsheets or downloading CSVs. So just ask Lem AI the right questions. Who has not paid yet? Which room makes most money? Lem finds late bills, price issues, and more. You can fix them really fast, and your business stays strong and thriving. I'm sure till this moment your head is exploding of ideas, but we don't want this to happen. So I want you to leave with a real plan. So you don't need to remember everything I said. So you can just scan the QR code on the left and get your guide on how to build the iron management system. And this is your step-by-step instruction on how exactly to set up these 3 AI scenarios: member support, promotion, and analytics we just discussed. It's a shortcut to everything we talked about today. So you will stop putting out fires and start growing. Of course, you may think, Helga, this sounds great, but my current setup is a total mess and I even don't know where to start, and I don't have any J.A.R.V.I.S, Lem AI, or even a management platform. In this case, don't worry, you can just scan the QR code on the right and book a tech audit with my team at Spacebring, and we'll get on a call and look at where your manual leaks are and show you exactly how to fix them. So the demo call is surely completely free. I always say AI is the muscle, but you're the heart. And the Iron Man suit is powerful, but without Tony Stark, it can do nothing. It needs a pilot. So let's stop doing your busy work and get back on building communities. And finally, get out of your co-working space at 5 p.m. without even looking back. Yeah, because you can sleep quiet because the systems are handling it. Okay, that's it from me today.
Thank you so much.
If you guys have any questions, please feel free to send them my way.
There were a lot of reactions during your presentation. People were laughing, applauding. I think the references to Iron Man really connected.
You do hope so, because my son said it's a humor 40 plus for 40 plus.
No, I mean, people. Maybe all of us watching are 40 plus then, but people were enjoying the references. So thank you so much for such an awesome presentation. You do have a question. So someone was saying, let me just find it. Is Lem AI part of Spacebring, or can it be used apart with any other stack or platform?
No, Lem AI, this is the essence. Lem AI is a part of Spacebring.
Okay.
Yeah, it can be used only with Spacebring, and it pulls data from Spacebring, and this is the essence. That's why it doesn't make mistakes, okay. Because it is grounded in our platform.
Okay, yeah, basically it's inside, and that's why what you were saying earlier, it knows everything because it knows where to pick up the data.
Yeah, exactly. This is how it differs from ChatGPT or whatever people use.
Yeah. People downloaded the guide and it says it looks beautiful and so detailed. What else do I see? So much time saved. Also, people answer to your question about AI and the car wash. AI will say to walk to the car wash without the car.
So yeah, it hallucinates.
Exactly. And people said they also felt the hallucination. No, there are a lot of reactions. Thank you so much. What pushed you guys to develop Lem AI internally at Spacebring?
We are actually, our engineering team is really creative and really busy all the time. And some young daring guys even produce, features during their weekends. So that's like a hobby plus work. But seriously, we release features really, really often. It happens
Yeah.
almost every week. Yeah, but about AI, it's such an important topic now. We don't have a huge team, and we all use AI. It really helps our team.
Mm-hmm.
But for co-working spaces, of course, we want the same, and our main, goal to help them deliver superior member service. But how they can deliver superior member service if they are buried with tasks and repeated things that must be handled to AI, because
Yeah.
you don't want to hire a lot of staff and pay everyone. Yeah, that's why we decided to. But we considered a lot of problems connected to AI. That there may be a risk, there may be data leakage, whatever. So we decided to build Lem AI to be safe, because
Yeah.
it's not like generic models. It doesn't provide your data. It doesn't use it for learning or something like that. It just, your own Jarvis, just
Yeah.
like with Tony Stark. And your data stays yours always.
Yeah. You have a follow-up question. Someone is asking, can you share any example or case study of a coworking implementing AI that the operators use?
Yeah, I can share. We even have, can I maybe share the screen?
You can still share your screen, yeah. And in the meantime, we have Antoinette, I believe, from Workshop 17 in South Africa that says, I appreciate that it has a phased approach because trying to do all at once is overwhelming. I really agree with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Now I just so you know, we still see your presentation. I don't know what you want to share, but for now we still see the slides.
I just wanted to open, but okay, people can come later to our website and check. We have a Lem AI page, and we featured. At first, we gave early access to our customers to Lem AI in its early stages, and we added features and capabilities Lem AI one by one. So our customers tested those features. So everything started with promotion. Yeah, that's the page. Everything started with promotion. So you can, for example, you have a calendar of events on your app. You go to the event and click promote. You will have the drop down, and Lem AI just drafts you that post with images, with everything, with call to action that is ready to go straight to your member feed.
Oh wow!
The same you can do with your benefits, member benefits, and the same you can do with your shop products. So this was the first case, the easiest one, and then now we have this Lem AI chat. It's absolutely amazing because you can just chat with Lem and ask whatever complicated analytical questions, and you don't need to go. We have analytics in Spacebring, but you don't want to go to the dashboard and to dive deep into analytics. You can just ask Lem a question, and it will draft you a chart, or just give you a list of, for example, unpaid invoices, or something you're interested in right now. Yeah, that's the second case. And the third case is member support.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lem, when you have in Spacebring, we have location guides that every space fills with their information. Yeah, and also in Spacebring we have a ticketing system, like support system. If something happens, people ask, for example, manager or whoever. But of course, people want the immediate reaction, like
Yes.
1 second or 2 minutes, 3 minutes reaction. But if it's late at night, they have to wait. Yeah, but when you have Lem AI, yeah, it's like it's similar to intercom's theme, but it's better because they know the background. It has all the information about past tickets, current tickets, and geolocation guides. And if Lem sees that the question is, clear and it can give awesome answer, complete answer, it gives the reply. Otherwise, it will stay silent and leave complicated tasks to people in order not to tell nonsense. So this is the third case.
Okay.
It's support. Yeah, also Lem can duplicate events, and you just have for example, this Friday pizza, and you just click it in chat. Lem, duplicate me this Friday pizza event. It duplicates it. You see if everything okay, and ask Lem put it in your calendar. So you fill your calendar almost automatically with this event. So maybe these are not. Lem is still in beta, and we are still improving it, and I don't know even what it will be capable of.
This was one of my questions, actually, because you did share that, basically it saves so much time, from 60% to 10% of manual admin. It's a huge difference. And I was wondering, and I was curious with Lem, like, where do you guys want to take it? Are you just like improving it based on client feedback and what your community of Spacebring clients is asking you to do? What are you planning?
Actually, these numbers you are referring to are actually not about Lem, because we don't have the data yet. We have customer feedback.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, we have quotes, we have customer feedback. This we have, but we don't have. We have data. How many people use Lem? Yeah, but how many time it saves right now? It's too early to. Yeah, this data was about our case studies. This was about automation and Spacebring.
Oh,
Yeah.
got you. Okay, sorry. For me, I just jumped immediately into AI. I thought everything was about Lem AI, so it's good that you clarified.
Almost, but it's a part. Yeah, it's a part of Spacebring.
Yeah, of course, you already help people save time. So I imagine with that, you will help even more to get more, for people to spend more time. I think Christina this morning, one of your clients from Cooperative was also saying that, thanks to you guys, they are able to spend so much more time with the clients, just because, everything, the system works basically, and they can do a lot, like it works by itself kind of.
Yeah. That's our motto, like Christina's motto. Our motto is superior member service. So we do everything to set administrators free, and especially with our mobile admin and now Lem AI. So yeah, everything is directed on untiring administrator from a desk.
That's amazing. And I guess for anyone who is curious, to discover Spacebring, but also maybe get to see Lem AI in action, they can book a demo with you. I mean, on Coworking Tech Week, there is a page for Spacebring. So anyone watching now and want to talk to you, either they connect with you on LinkedIn or they can book a demo via your page. Because I guess you can show also, if people have more questions, I mean, you can definitely, I guess, talk to them and help them understand.
Of course. Yeah. We are always ready to chat. Please contact me on LinkedIn. I will be really happy to answer all your questions.
Yeah. I want to bring Dimi on stage because maybe he also has some questions. Dimi, are you with us?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot, Pauline.
Yeah, I am, because it's the end of the day, and I know that you are so much into AI. So I'm thinking maybe you also want to share some reflections, or we can wrap up the session together.
Sure. I think the biggest trend at the moment is how to own your AI. That's what Helga was saying, that it's accurate because it knows your data. It knows your database, it knows the interactions, it knows the members, it knows your team, and it knows the things that can be done with the system. So that's quite important. So the system can provide accurate answers, and the team can really work with the data without spending time to analyze, dig deeper, and so on. And I think this is the future where the systems are becoming like a brain, the second brain for the spaces, and they have an AI assistant that just brings it up to them, and even on the right time, maybe it can even ping members that something is happening, or they can take advantage of a certain event because it aligns with the person's interests or business or whatever. So I think it's the future of the connected systems between the members, the space, and the provider of the software.
I think community managers watching this now must love you. They must be like, oh my God, I'm saving so much time. Thank you. I don't have to replicate events 10,000 times. I can just ask Lem AI to do it. I do have one question about the name. Where does it come from?
Oh,
do you know?
You know, when I yes, I know. Of course, I know. But I don't know if if I can disclose. But I think it would be good that people make some research, and but I can
That's
say
good.
that it's about the scientists, Ukrainian scientists, and even I will even have a co-working space in Lviv that is also named Lem.
Okay, we have a lot of
maybe it will be interesting for somebody to dig deeper.
I like this treasure hunt of hints, or like what do they say with Taylor Swift? Easter eggs. We have a lot of Easter eggs to research. Where Lem AI is
maybe we should give some award to a person who discovers.
Exactly. If someone
maybe
can
some
figure out
discount.
Exactly. If someone can figure out where the name comes from, write to us and we'll figure out a way to gift you something for your research. Helga, it was so nice to have you with us. Thank you so much. I want to say again, if people joined late, your presentation, it will soon be on the on-demand section of the website, so everybody can watch it again at their own pace. I would really invite everyone to connect with you on LinkedIn, to follow Spacebring everywhere where you guys are at, but also, to as I said, connect to you for potential demos or additional questions about what you guys are building. And obviously, we are super grateful to you for first a beautiful presentation with lots of great references, and then also for all the passion and the great things that you guys are always doing at Spacebring for co-working. I think we feel lucky to have a company like Spacebring in co-working. You bring a lot of greatness there.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us there. Yeah, it was an amazing day.